What's happening, y'all?
Hey, what's up, brother? What is
Man, I'm
going on?
excited. It's a good day.
Man, today is a great day. Great day today.
We got a
We got a
couple.
really
I mean, for
really
me, I'm excited because one, it's Friday, and we always like to come on and talk to y'all on Friday. And I know I talked to Wayne about this earlier, and I do want to apologize to anybody out there because I think I've even had a couple of you guys send me Instagram messages checking up on me because I've been fairly quiet in the social media and YouTube game lately, and that's just because I've just got a lot of things going on personally right now that I've had to tend to before I can get back to the YouTube game. But nonetheless, I'm a Giant sports fan. Red Sox are playing tonight, so that's always a good thing. I have finally finished my last shift, a third shift. So today, early this morning, so that's a good day. And we've got the Godfather himself, JB from Discovery Bay Comics, coming to talk to us.
making his comeback tour too, by the way. Comeback tour, man. I'm so happy to see the JB's back.
I'm so
And
happy to see
I
JB.
miss me some JB, and I've missed me some JB. I'm happy to see JB's back. I see that before we get like really deep into conversation, I see that Zach says somebody tell Wayne that his hair looks great. Hey, look, don't hate on my hair. My hair's not hating on you. Don't hate on my hair.
That's because his salon's gonna miss him weekly.
That's right. Hey, look, I'm gonna apologize. I was running a little late today. I drove 3 hours from my house to go to a con, to drive 3 hours back to my house to do the live tonight. So I'm in a little bit of a panic trying to get down here. But they started these new stupid bracelet things. Have you seen these things yet?
No.
It's got some kind of Chinese like lock on it. Have you ever seen like the little things where you put your like fingers in there and then you can't get your fingers out?
Oh, yeah,
Most of us are
the Chinese
yeah,
lock
well,
thing. Yeah.
most of us are smart enough that we don't stick our fingers in them, but this somehow you stick that rope in there and then you can't get this thing back out. And no matter like what I do, I can't get it back out. And it's made out of fabric, so I can't just like jerk it off my hand. Oh man, they got me right now. I'm gonna figure this out before the day's out. They got me right now.
You are an escaped inmate, right, or
I
patient right now.
I am. It was a lot of fun though. It was a whole lot of fun.
It's
Lots and
always
lots of
good.
fun.
So there's been, it's funny as I just happen to be scrolling through as I typically do. I during the daytime I do scroll a lot of YouTube, and I scrolled up an interesting video today.
What kind of
It
video did
was
you find? I
Funko
don't.
News by WayneKo.
That's a news segment that I started this week.
That was pretty awesome.
Did you like that one?
I liked it. I liked it.
Oh, you're gonna start seeing that one every month too. You know, I've been doing the beginning of the month. I do the what I'm calling the top pops for the month of whatever, and now I'm gonna start that mid month news segment in there as well. So I'm glad you've seen that. I'm glad you like that one.
I did. I liked that quite a bit. I made sure to hit the dislike button, but
All right, go ahead. Somebody always does it anyways. You know what's funny is that I think that I have one person, just one of y'all, that hits the dislike on every one of my videos, and it's just one dislike.
but the thing is, I've told people, I think I've said it on a video once before, that I don't care whether you hit the dislike button or the like button, just hit one of them.
Hit one of
It
them.
doesn't matter to me.
Just find one of them and click on it.
Just hit one of them.
It doesn't even make sense, but it's funny. I laugh about it every time. Every time. I always wonder like who takes the time out of their day to find my video to hit the dislike button. I think, man, that must be one miserable person.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
must be one really miserable person. And I apologize if I trigger you in that kind of way, but you could always just block me on YouTube.
Or just don't watch.
That's right. You can just
You
block
don't
me.
like it that much. But hey, you know what? If you hit the dislike button, you're still helping us either way.
That's right. I appreciate it all the same.
So
all the same.
I was scrolling through Funkos the other day, and I realized that it is obviously October, the month of Halloween.
Yes.
And back in May, we got this big old allotment of great Funkoween items.
Yes, for sure.
Where the hell are they?
Oh man, this goes back to that conversation that we've kind of been talking about now for about I'd say the last two weeks we've talked about the supply chain issues. I think that this once again is falling right back to supply chain issues. I think that we want to blame it on Funko and we can blame it on Funko. I'm cool with that, but I don't really think it's Funko at this point. I'm going to talk about this a little later, but I really don't think that it's Funko right now, and I honestly think that they're about to try and fix it.
How do you think?
Well, you know that Funko just did a lease in Phoenix with this god awful big industrial building, right?
Yeah, I
I
did hear
mean,
about that. Yeah, I did hear about it, which is dumb because if they're doing what I'm thinking they're gonna do, it sucks because they need to bring a Funko
that's
headquarters to the East Coast.
that's not what I think's going on. It's an industrial building in an industrial complex. So most of the time, when you start going industrial buildings and industrial
You're
leases, you're
keeping a
going
stock.
manufacturing is what they're
Yeah.
about to do. I think they're about to start manufacturing right here in the United States, which is exactly what they need to do. I mean, that fixes any and all issues
Yeah,
that they have at
I'm
that
not
point.
against that at all. I'm not against that at all.
No, no, I mean, and that's what I think. I think Funko themselves know that they look. They probably knew that they had a problem long before us as people that are not in that business of getting stuff from overseas, right? I mean, because I'm not an expert in importing, and I'm sure that most people aren't. I'm sure that they seen this coming a long time ago, and they've been trying to find a building or a place to do this. And I think that that's what's going on. You know, now there's some people that say, like you said, that say, well, they're bringing a store in. I think that's the wrong. I think that's wrong. You don't go out there industrial leases bringing stores in. You know what I mean? Oh, look, did you know that they actually have a store in New York? I didn't know
No,
if
I
you knew
didn't.
that. Did you know that? I didn't know
Oh.
that till here recently. So they have one in. Hold on, I'll bring that up real quick. Because I was looking at it because we're always talking about bring one to the East Coast. It's called
Apparently they've had one.
FAO Schwartz. It's something. Look, if you're from New York,
Oh,
you know what I'm
FAO
talking about.
Schwartz is an old company. They went under.
Right, but it's a shopping mall in New York, just across the street from a big piano or
Yeah,
something to that effect.
well, FAO Schwartz was one of the biggest toy stores in based in New York, and they went under, and so maybe they had taken over that spot,
That's they got
which is
one there.
great because it's a huge. I think it's like a three floor location.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that they got one there, and I'm gonna tell you how I know this. So I called them live yesterday, and I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the people, and they really don't say a whole lot while they're watching those ladies live, right? They kind of do dumb stuff, right? And they don't even really talk in the chat. It
Oh,
was
don't
kind of
get me
confusing.
started about these two.
So it was kind of confusing. So I stopped trying to watch the chat or any of that nonsense, and I just started asking questions. Why don't we have a Funko Hollywood on the East Coast? Why don't we have this? Why are we doing that? And believe this shit or not, they were answering me. I was like, "Oh, hold on." I was like, "Oh, you're gonna let me ask you questions that I'm later going to use. I got this." And so I'll just make it a point. I'll make it a point from now on to go over there and ask them questions and see what they know. They wouldn't tell me when the Batman was going to release,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get
Oh,
them to
you
drop
know,
it on that.
speaking of that, real quick, and I gotta say something, but I'm still not changing my stance on this by any means. So don't get this twisted. But I read a rather interesting article today or yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. Of course, all you guys know my feelings on the new Batman. Okay. We're just going to throw that out there. However, this article is very interesting because they just did some tests, some test runs of the movie for some groups, and unfortunately, I'm hoping they got middle schoolers to come out and watch this or something. But apparently, the test runs went incredibly well.
You
And
think they got some middle schoolers to come out?
apparently there's going to be some more interesting information dropped tomorrow.
Give you some
Um,
right potatoes.
the middle schoolers aren't going to know the difference either way. They're going to see Robert Pattinson and be like, oh, but that's a different story. But I told you guys in the beginning, I will still go watch this movie when it comes out, and I will still give you my honest opinion either way. And I'm either going to look really, really smart or I'm going to look really, really stupid. But either way, I'm going to look something.
Definitely something's going to happen. I mean, I don't know which one it is yet. For your sake, I'm hoping that you look really smart. What I'm hoping for your sake, I look, fingers crossed for you.
I'm
But
hoping the test run was with a bunch of elementary school kids.
before we bring a guest on, you do a quick chat shout out. I see
Yeah,
the
let's
chat
get that
loading up
chat
over
show
there.
because
They're
I am so
popping.
excited to
They're
talk to our
popping.
guest.
I am too. I miss him, JB. I really do.
Exactly. So
I'm
early
so
on,
happy that he's doing good.
man, and I'm talking early on, we had the wonderful, the best mod in the business, Christina Payne, in the house.
What is up? Christina's in the house.
Of course, we got Jesse Lou Comics and Pods. What's happening? We've got Andy Robertson family all the way from the UK. What is going on? We've also got they were chatting it up for a while
Smoke
before. Mind you,
dogs in the house.
we were a little late, so we do apologize for that.
Yeah, that's
We
my
got
fault.
our good friend Smoke Dog. What's happening, buddy? Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We've also got the human fact checker JKL. Awesome. And mind you, I did get your message. He was one of the ones that seemed to check up on me this week. I just haven't responded back yet. And who else we got in here? I know I saw a couple other people. We got Chase's Kingdom. What's happening, buddy? How you doing? Hails to the Kingdom. We got Zach Bonifer in here. What's going on, bud? Always appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We got,
Don't
of
forget
course,
Wayne's
we got
wife.
the one, the only. We got
Wayne's
wife in the house.
She's had to deal with me for since 9 a.m. this morning in very close quarters. I'm surprised I'm still alive, by the way.
I would too.
Every once in a while, I get lucky.
We've also got Funko PDX in the house. What's going on, buddy? And of course, my wife is in the house as well.
Victoria, is that your wife's name?
That is my wife's name. She changed it off of the other one and went with the regular one.
Victoria. That almost seems like some royalty. Victoria. I like it.
And we got K Titus all the way from Japan. What's going on, Konnichiwa, my friend? And we've also got OTT with G. What's going on, bud? I appreciate you coming on by. But this gentleman we got on today, of course, needs no real introduction because he is the man. He's making a comeback. We're giving him a I don't know, one of the greatest comebacks of all time. This is a Tyson, back in the day coming out of retirement type comeback here. This is the man. This is a guy that's inspired me many times. I know it's a guy that's inspired you many times.
Man.
And I absolutely love this man. So happy to see him coming back. We got JB from Discovery Bay Comics.
Man,
what is going on?
Much. Man, that looks so much better than what I had up there. Let me take my. You're killing it. I love it. Look at that. Your overlay game is on point.
Yeah, I learned that from somebody, didn't I?
That looks so good. Thanks for having me on. Yes, there is a comeback. If for those that didn't know, there was some stuff happened in the house. My wife, she beat it. She beat the cancer. But while she was battling, we took a little hiatus from creating content on the channel, and now we're back. She's going back to work on Monday. Kids going back to school on Monday, and I'm coming back to YouTube full time on Monday. Starting with the morning show, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, or 9 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, we're gonna do a show called Nerd News, and I'm gonna release it as a podcast every day so that you can hear the sweet sultry sounds of JB Disco giving you the highlights of what's going on in the world of nerdom.
That's one thing Wayne and I have been talking about for a long time. About making the show into dual recording a podcast as well.
StreamYard makes it so easy for you. Once you've completed a live stream on StreamYard, you've got, I believe, 48 hours to go up there and grab the audio only.
No,
it's just a file. Once you've grabbed it, you upload it up to any of those places that are, you get your ear candy from, and hopefully you pick our podcast, because we're going to be putting some content out. And you say, who's we? Well, I can't do the show alone. So 5 days a week, I'm going to have a guest with me to do the first half of the show, because I'm kind of likening the first half of the morning show to like Pardon the Interruption. I've got 5 or 6 topics and a 3-minute timer, to volley back and forth with my guest. So it's going to be fun. And I know that some people are wondering if we're going to do the lineup, and yeah, that's how we're going to wrap up the show, by showing off that live stream playlist and telling you who's going to be going live in the community.
Nice.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we got to hit up our buddy Jess Lou. Appreciate the
truly appreciate you, brother.
F Cancer, good to see you, JB. We're going to give him the honorable super chat superhero landing.
Oh, yeah. Truly appreciate you, brother.
Look at you coming strong with all those bells and whistles. I'm going to have to step up my game after watching the evolution. I've been gone for 4 or 5 months and watching the evolution of all these shows, and people have got some nice setups. So I've definitely been working on my OBS game, because I'm planning on bringing it strong.
Oh man, we know you
Yeah,
are.
by
We
the
know
way,
you
I
are.
can't wait
I
to see.
wanted to mention that since you've got such a great crowd watching you guys, and you're big pop fans, I wanted to do maybe like a little giveaway at the end of today's show. So if anybody that's watching the show, you guys stick around to the very end, and we're going to go ahead and give this away. And if you want to figure out how, just stick around for a few minutes, and we'll tell you.
Well, we appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that, buddy.
Cool.
Always awesome.
But you so you said you're coming back. You got a show every week.
And
you
no,
do
5
it-
days a week, every morning. So we're gonna do that one. That's a live show.
Are you
Yes.
gonna do go back to doing the edited content?
Yes. So the Monday morning show will end by me asking that you guys watch my top 10 list. That'll be an edited 3-minute video. I took the narration out. I went back to the short format where it's just the music, trying to find something that's got a nice little beat to it. And I give you the top 10 picks of what I'm actually physically reading that Wednesday. So that will be a pre-edited video that will drop on Mondays. The other things I've got planned are Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm bringing back, I used to call it the pop-up shop, but I think I want to take it kind of next level. And I created an interface, which maybe I'll show you guys here in a second, where if you guys are ever watching a comic book auction, if a book that you're interested in is on, it's pretty cool to watch. If a book you're not interested in is on, you're not interested in watching it for a couple of minutes at least, right? And sometimes that auction can take a while, and you get bored and you got to go find the next auction or find something else. So I tried to design a format with OBS to keep the interest of the viewer, even if the particular book on auction wasn't something they were interested in. And I noticed that everybody is presenting what they call their buy it now opportunities. So I automated the buy it now system, and I'll give you a little sneak peek of it right now. So in my auction on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll see this interface where the buy it now is going to rotate by itself every 15 seconds. And then the auction side will be part of the live show. So anyone can claim a book in the buy it now. I've got a way to update that graphic the next time it comes up. And I think the buy it nows right now is a 5-minute looping video. So there's 20-ish buy it nows, and I've got up to 50 to put in for the show. So in the half an hour or hour that you're watching this auction, you're going to see a lot of different books that are available for sale. So that's one of the major shows that I'm interested in doing. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, everyone's asked me what happened to that 20G I dropped on those comic books, right? You got to tune in on Wednesdays to find out the status of that investment. Because at Wednesdays at noon, I will be doing my comic book market analysis. A little bit different, though, because I'm not going to be behind the camera. You're only going to see an interface that shows the 4 different platforms that I use to research comic books. So it's a GPA analysis, cover price, go collect, and then there's another new one that you haven't met yet. It's called Market Movers. It's really used for baseball cards, but I found a way to tweak it to use it for comic books. So every Wednesday at noon, I'm going to have a guest host with me, and we're going to talk about 2 to 3 of the books off my investment list. Hopefully it's ones that are doing well. They're not all doing well, but we will cover some of the ones that aren't. And that's my Wednesday show. And then finally on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Pacific, which is going to be late on the East Coast. It's midnight. We're going to do some Disco After Dark, and it is going to be an adult show, and it is going to be labeled as such.
There you go.
As I've promised my wife that regardless of my condition at 9 p.m. Pacific on Friday, I'm getting behind the camera. So it could be fun. It's going to be interesting. I know everyone always enjoyed the little Disco After Dark segment, and that's the lineup right there. To tell you the truth, there's a couple of things I'm doing special for members. There was a show where the chat helped me decide how much to sell the books for the next day's sale. It was I called it Comic Book Keeper Sell. I'm still doing Comic Book Keeper Sell, but it'll only be for the YouTube members. I only have one tier, by the way. It's $1. So if you're a member of that, you'll get to see the preview and help us decide if those are $1 books, $2 books, $3 books, or $5 books. Now, the last little caveat to that is if you're getting the preview, can you claim? Well, if you're watching the show, reach out to me on Instagram and claim, but there's only one level of priority above you, and that's gentlemen like these guys that are supporting me on Patreon. All the Patreon supporters will get first right to claim any of those books prior to them going up for sale the next day. So a way to add additional benefits to both of those little clubs and tiers.
JB, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you back. I'm
Thanks,
excited.
fellas.
Truly excited to see you back. I think that every day is going to be a lot, and I look forward to seeing it. I really do.
It's going to be good. Hopefully I can get you guys on for the morning show, or we're going to have to pre-tape some of those morning segments because I got to get you guys on for a couple of them. And,
normally it wouldn't have been a problem for me, but now that I'm finally off the third shift, now I'm on days, so we'll have to pre-record something. I'd absolutely love it. It'd be fantastic.
We got a lot more Marvel content coming out. Hopefully, I want to get back into our Saturday routine of doing the reviews of what's going on.
I was just about to tell you that we got the Book of Boba coming out. The Book of Boba comes out in December, and
we are missing a Marvel series in there by new. We got Hawkeye coming.
Oh, I think Hawkeye is going to be fantastic too. There's so much good content to talk about. I think we're gonna have, doing a morning show where, like Monday, I'm planning on talking about the casting of Guardians of the Galaxy, Adam Warlock, because it's a hot thing in comic books right now.
Oh, we're playing that one.
The kid from National, from the Vacation movie, or no, what was it? Meet the Millers. The kid from Meet the Millers is playing. There's topics like this that we can just rant and rave on. So I'm really looking forward to the morning show and getting a guest on to get their opinion, because I can talk to you guys about it on Monday, and then on Wednesday I talk to someone else about the same subject, and they're going to have a different take on it.
All right, so Chase, that's not necessarily true. I've been on JB's show a couple of times now. I've been on there a couple of times now.
But definitely, I will say, regardless of whether Hawkeye comes out, Book of Boba, I think is a hot topic, and I think that would be a great show to talk about. Of course, we'd have to bring our human fact checker in as well with something like that.
JKL, awesome, man. If you're talking Star Wars,
I am more excited about the Book of Boba than I am the Mandalorian. I mean, and I hate to say that, but I am excited. After they showed Boba Fett come in Mandalorian in his samurai style, kill everybody, take no names. I want to see.
Did you see Visions? Tell me you guys watched Visions.
I didn't see Visions.
I missed Visions.
Oh my God. Okay.
What did I miss?
Watch the first episode of Visions, and then let's get together and talk about it. As a matter of fact, how about if we do an episode where we watch Visions together, and I'll tape you guys, because
we can't do that now. You can't do that now. Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that, huh? I thought Disney.
No, you can.
Right?
You can do that now.
We all have Disney Plus. We can do this. The first episode of Visions was fantastic. Now, what is it? It is on Disney Plus. It is an anime type of anime type animation with a Star Wars feel. It's not necessarily a Star Wars story, but really a Star Wars feel to the story. And they were fantastic. There was one I didn't like, the one with the little punk rock band, but there's 9 different episodes, and they were fantastic. They were just awesome. So watch the first one. Let's do a show.
I'm gonna have to watch the first one. See what it's about.
You guys absolutely watched What If, right?
I only watched the first What If.
I'm gonna say I only watched the first one.
You only watched the first one. That's the one you should not have watched. That was the worst one.
I hated it. I think that's why I didn't like.
The worst. That was the worst one of the whole 9.
I do got going better back to watch it.
And better and better. That Doctor Strange one, man. I was almost in tears by the end. It was just, come on, you guys, you got to watch the What If.
I think the first one messed me up, and I was like, I'm not watching this.
The first one wasn't good, but the rest of them were really good.
The first one's bad. I mean, it's really bad. And it
was not that good.
No.
I think the next one is T'Challa, which I thought was fantastic. The storyline of
the second one was T'Challa.
Yeah, what if they picked him up instead of the right guy, Quill? If the Raiders picked up the wrong kid and they ended up picking up T'Challa, and he becomes Star-Lord, except people respect him because he can actually knows how to talk to people to the level that there was no Thanos. he talked him out of it. He just flat out talked him out of it.
Now, I
No, man,
definitely
it was
don't get me
done
wrong, I
really
did
well.
go back and
It was
watch
done
that
really
I would
series.
have to go back and watch that one. Yeah, I mean, I have to go back and watch it. Yeah,
But I mean,
Case, come on,
I
Chase,
think was it the last series we truly did was WandaVision.
WandaVision. Yeah.
And then I think me, Wayne, and JK kept doing Falcon Winter Soldier, and then of course there
Which
was
great.
there was what Loki after that. So did you keep up with watching all those?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Come on, man.
Okay, out of those first 3 series, I'm going to ask this real quick. What was your favorite series out of the first 3?
What do you mean at the first 3? What?
Out of the first 3, either WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier,
WandaVision,
and just overall, or Loki. What was your favorite series?
I think it's WandaVision. I do.
I'm right there with you.
I have to stick with WandaVision. No,
because I really had no idea what was going to go down in that. Where the other ones, I kind of felt like I'd figured out the storylines before they were over.
Falcon Winter Soldier, you knew that by the end he was going to wear the suit. You know, it was
you kind of knew what the storylines, how they had to end.
Loki was a little bit, but I think once about halfway into the show, you knew that what's his name was going to show up. And can't remember his name right now, and I know you're gonna
Kang. He only just blew up the comic.
We knew Kang was gonna show up
a month.
And mind you,
everything Kang was on fire.
The guy that they got to play Kang, oh my god,
he was fantastic.
Awesome.
He was fantastic. So no, I think Marvel's future looks really bright. Gives us lots of topics to talk about. This new Spider-Man movie is going to blow everybody out the water.
As long as Bob Chapek stays out of the old entertainment business part of Disney, I think they'll be bright, because I think he truly screwed up the whole Scarlett Johansson incident.
That's over now, right? She got paid.
So I have a question for y'all. I've got to move into a subject where I feel like my brain cells work.
You didn't like the Jersey Shore bro Thor.
So what do y'all think about eBay announcing Funko's part 2 of their New York con?
I didn't hear about it until I watched your show. And I mean, really, are we going to take eBay seriously?
I mean, it's already for sale on eBay. People are already buying them. I
still question as whether it's real or not.
Why would you question that? I mean, how did they fabricate the pop?
Who on eBay is selling? Because eBay themselves don't sell it.
I don't know who, but sellers are selling the stuff on eBay already.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I kind of want to circle back to something you said earlier about them buying a manufacturing facility. I was backstage going, "He's right. He's right. He's right."
Yeah, actually, you're wrong. If you guys don't know, we had JB backstage from the start, and especially when we were talking about something, you get JB's like doing hand signals.
I'm like, in the little window. You're wrong. I'm giving him pointy finger like this. So let me give you why I think you're dead on right. In a past life, I was a buyer for a injection molding company.
Okay.
And they had 50 something presses in, filling silos of material.
Right.
And when you're procuring a silo's worth of material every couple of weeks, it's a commodity. Plastics is a commodity. When the price of oil went up, we started going, are we okay? Are we going to leverage our buy? Are we going to enact the third silo just to store some material because there's going to be shortage? If they're going to manufacture, if they're going to go into the injection molding business, which is what these damn things are, they're just injection molded. Phoenix is where they want to be. They want to be over there. It is such a great place for them to be injection molding. Right. That is a great place for them. So I'm down with what you're saying. They're moving some portion of manufacturing domestically to handle distribution issues. They have to.
Once upon a time, I ran a blow mold facility in Michigan that we had a bunch of injection presses and blow mold presses. So I know like a little bit about plastic, not a whole lot about it, but that's the only thing that makes logical sense, because like you said, going to Phoenix is the smart move when it comes to plastic. So that's the only thing that makes logical sense to me, is that it's not a store, it's not a warehouse. They're about to bring manufacturing to the US. They almost have to.
It's also a good place logistically for distribution with regards to its location to the ports in Texas and in Southern
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Right.
So it puts them in, oh, that port's having issues. Good. Go ahead and send my stuff over here now. And
That's
it
right.
doesn't affect
But-
them nearly as much as it does other people in the country.
But do we think that cost of pops at that point is going to go up, being that it's being manufactured out here?
I don't think so, no. I think the price has already been kind of going up because of supply chain issues and the price of getting it over here. I think if anything, their cost will come down and they'll still sell it to us at the same price. I'm cool with that.
I agree with that.
I'm 100% cool with that. Your price comes
But-
down, you still charge me $15, whatever.
No, because I'll tell you what's going to happen. God, it is horrible as it sounds. You guys know this to be true. They're going to raise the price as soon as they drop the Made in the USA sticker on it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn right.
Oh, man, that would
because it's made in the USA.
It's going to say
I
made
guarantee-
in the USA.
I guarantee our pops are from.
And then they're going to say, what, you're not going to pay the extra 99 cents? Look at all the people we've employed over here in Phoenix, Arizona.
I think that'd just be a dick move. I mean,
No, but yeah, I can guarantee you're going to see the $11 pops on their website at least go up to $15.
Chase, you're there, man.
Their
And Eddie,
$15 pops go up to $20. I guarantee it.
okay,
but
so if
made
they take it up a few
domestically,
dollars,
saying that,
I'm still okay.
first, if they want to promote that, if you're a collector, buy stock in us and believe in us and we're here long term, they're going to raise the price when they put that Made in the USA on there.
I'm
They have
cool
to.
with that. It's whatever. They can raise the price, but I think that's what's going on. And like I said, because we're not into the importing stuff, we don't really know how long this is
I don't know
going on.
logistics.
I mean, this could have been going on for a long time.
Getting feedback.
I noticed
somebody.
it. This could have been going on for a long time, and we kind of just noticed it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We noticed it as buyers. They've probably felt this for 6 months or so. I mean, they've
Yeah.
probably been in this
We knew
crunch
about
as to what are we
plastic
doing.
shortages and those type, even paper, the
Yeah.
packaging of, because the packaging, it costs money, folks.
Right.
And chipboard, which is that real thin paper that the interior boxes, these things are made of chipboard, right? And you start making decisions, man, I'm at a 22-point chipboard and it's killing me. And you think we can do it on an 18-point? Yeah, let's do it on an 18. And all of the boxes come all banged up and they go, well, what happened? Well, you guys moved to 18-point. Well, you didn't tell me it was going to do that. Well, what did you think was going to happen when you took a quarter of the material out?
Well, and this makes a good point. What Chase even says, he goes might be a good thing. Could, if the prices go up, could weed out some flipper market. I don't 100% necessarily know that'll be a thing, but
I don't know that it'll weed
about
out
the $50 die cast, because I wanted to bring that up.
I don't know that it'll weed out the flipper market, but the one thing that it will weed out a little is the knockoffs, right? I mean, because it will suddenly become more expensive for somebody in China or North Korea or wherever the hell that is that they're doing it. It'll suddenly make it more expensive for them to knock off that mold versus it being right beside them.
It won't be. Yeah. The reason why it's getting knocked off now in China, and just like when they talked about, how can you get that jersey that's got all the same tags, isn't it? Because as they make one for Nike, they make one for them. They make one for one for them, and
made in the same facility.
The only problem they've been having is
painted differently, like whatever. It doesn't have it's not the completed thing. They're coming out the mold, and half of them are going this way, half of them are going this way. These guys are painting them this way. These guys are painting them as close to that way as they can.
Yep. And the boxes is where the issue is. The pop themselves, I'm with you. I think they're identical. The problem is in that box. They just haven't figured out how to make the same box.
Okay, I wanted to go to the diecast thing because, all right, I saw your review on the Captain America.
I love
diecast.
Captain America,
and I'm like, I have to have this. This is just, I have to have this. This is just too freaking cool. So I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and she's the shopper. She gets on. She starts fucking looking at it. Is this the thing? Holy shit! Damn, that's expensive. Wow. She's like, are you sure you want that? Yeah, I still want it. She's like, really? Don't you have like 4? And I honestly said this. I'll give you all 4 of my Captain Americas for that one. Because I'd rather have that one than the 4 that I have.
I'm going to be honest with you. When you
And you don't
get
like
this
them.
in your hands, right?
You're
When
gonna
you
say
get
you
this,
hate it.
no, you're not. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
love
love
it.
it.
When you get this die-cast pop in your hands, right, and you realize that, I mean, because they're heavy. It's not like you
Mhm.
grab your pop and it's like, oh, it's made out of plastic. Oh no, you grab it and you clearly can tell that this thing's made out of steel. It's got the weight, the color looks better, the detail looks better. Everything about it looks better than a pop, even though it's the exact
And
same mold.
you're
It's
willing to
the
pay for that. You're willing to
I
pay
am.
for that.
I am.
And
I'm
I am
willing to pay
too.
$50 for those every
And
time. Every time I
and
can
I
get my
think
hands on
there
one.
I think maybe that is the evolution. You know, if Funko was gonna ask me, hey, what should we do? Make really cool ass shit that's
Yeah.
expensive that people will still pay for.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because if it's super cool, even if it's expensive, it's like, oh well, I'm not paying for that. There's a lot of people that will because it's super fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean,
And,
if you're
and,
gonna,
know?
and that could be something that would weed out the flippers.
Yeah, the
that would
flippers are like,
definitely
I
weed it
ain't
out.
dropping 50 on that. No way. When I get 10 of those for, we'll see.
Hey,
We'll see
look,
what happens.
when you get your hands on it, though, you're going to realize that the paint quality is a lot better. I mean, because it's going on metal, right? It's like painting a car versus a Hot Wheel,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's two different conversations, right? The paint always looks better on the metal. The paint looks better. The detail work looks better. The pop itself looks better, even though you can put the other Captain right beside it and go, wow, it's the same mold. It is, but it looks better. I
But
mean,
it looks better.
you can
Well,
see
no,
it.
and his head's not bobbling.
No, his
Well,
head doesn't bobble.
JB,
It
if
does.
you're
It does have a
Back
spring
in
in
all
it,
the
though.
Marvel
if
characters.
you're needing to
heads
get rid
bobble.
of some Captain Americas,
I really hate that.
you can go ahead and drop it off over this way.
It is a bobblehead,
Which
though.
brings me up to the fact we've got a giveaway. We need to still figure out how and who we want to give this pop
Yeah, we
away to. One of
we
your
haven't figured out how we're
lucky
gonna do that yet.
viewers. You got to figure. Don't you guys have new bells and whistles on this thing? Where if somebody puts a comment in the chat, that you can grab it from the chat with StreamYard now. No, yes, I
we
don't
haven't
know.
figured that part out yet.
I need to figure out how to do that because I want to give
We're
something
still
away on
using
my shows
hashtags.
too. Right?
We're still
Right.
Yeah, we're
using
still
the
using
hashtags.
comment pickers.
You're still using.
Comment
You're like,
pickers,
do I have 5 videos set up on my channel. Comment on any of right. Pick one of those and send people over there to
All right,
comment on it.
Let's go to
Yeah,
Pick one of
we
those.
got this.
You know, I don't know if
Go
the
ahead,
Monday
Chris.
one or the Wednesday one or the Friday one. Pick one of them.
But that Captain America is still a bobblehead. That diecast,
It's
diecast.
a bobblehead.
Yeah, it's still a bobblehead. He sits right behind me.
No,
Hold on. Yeah.
no.
You need to put that thing on a spinner back there,
It just
dude.
killed me.
Well, it sits like it's
still a bobblehead.
yeah, but it doesn't bobble because it's got too much weight. So let's get him out of
Dude,
there.
the case is so cool too.
So it sits out of there. It's got a spring in it, right? And it's supposed to be, but
Oh no,
it's not gonna.
no.
It's
But
not
that
gonna
is
bobble.
so freaking cool, man. Dude,
It's
and then,
badass.
oh, whoa. Dude,
What do we got?
there's a Batman out.
There's a Batman out. I missed the Batman. People are getting like hip to those things.
I gotta tell my wife there's a Batman.
There is a Batman
What's
out.
funny about that too, and we've talked about that. The Captain America was number 1. Batman was number 3 because they screwed
Iron Man's
up.
number 2.
We know Iron Man number 2 because
Yes.
they screwed up an image when they were first announcing the Captain America, where they accidentally put it in an Iron Man case.
I don't think they screwed up. I think they did that on purpose. I think it was one of those Marvel tricks. So when they originally put this one on their site, on the side right here had Iron Man, and on the side right here actually had Iron Man the word written on there. So if you looked at the image, you could see that it was clearly Iron Man on both sides of it. That's why they skipped number 2. Number 2 is going to be Iron Man. I couldn't get them to answer that yesterday. I was trying hard.
Oh, I knew she was gonna say she wanted Joker. I knew she was gonna say she wanted Joker.
I think we're going to see them all in diecast before it's over with. Looking at, and like you said a second ago, I am not opposed to it at all. Look, if you want me to pay $50 for something that's higher quality, I'm behind it. Yeah,
Right?
Sign me up. Sign me up. I mean, it's no different than getting a Sideshow, in my opinion.
Funny you should mention that because that's 2 more videos coming. It's soon. I bought my first big Sideshow. I bought that Wolverine. I bought it from Gem Mint Collectibles. From the man himself. I bought it from Gem. He was selling some statues and I bought the big Wolverine. So I got to do my first Sideshow statue unboxing video.
So there's one Sideshow out there that is my grail when it comes, because people say grails, right? It's a grail, it's whatever it is. It's the one that I want.
The Hulk
And
Wolverine.
no, I want
No?
damn Juggernaut. I want that
Oh, that's another
1/4
good
scale.
one. Yes.
I want that 1/4 scale Juggernaut that's like this big. That's just look, I just give him a hug every day.
Mind you, Chase, this is blasphemy.
Every day.
This is blasphemy, and I won't allow that kind of talk in
Blasphemy.
the show.
Okay, well, there you go. Thank you, Christina. So Christina's dropped the hashtag WayneTech on that video.
Yep.
And then we'll use the random comment picker to give away this Funko. Somebody
The
in the
random
chat.
comment picker, the rig comment picker, whatever you want
The
to
rig
call it.
comment. What do you
So
wanna
let's
call
go
it?
back to the second round of the New York Con, because I'm
right,
into
tell
this
me about
belief. I'm into this belief that is, if the people are selling it on eBay, and there's already like rumors out there that they're having it. So it's like 6 pops that they're set. That's gonna be round 2 in December is what they're saying. Round 2. How do you feel
Which
about
people are selling right now, even
they're
though
selling right now on
they're
eBay. They're selling
straight
right now.
up.
Right now on eBay. I mean, you can go
As
right
buy
now
it
and buy them
nows,
now.
or like they're up
Pre-order,
for auction
yeah, no,
already?
you up for auction or buy it nows or whatever.
Yeah,
but you can-
I'd question that as a consumer, nonetheless, as even being real, or even being a stickered item.
Damn,
I mean, you can buy
I
stickers
don't know.
off the internet.
I get it, but where did they get the pop from?
Chris.
Where did the blue Superman come from?
I have no faith in humanity anymore.
I mean, so where did they come from? I mean, it's not like somebody sat down and made their own mold and made their own boxes. I mean, they came from somewhere. I mean, they're the sexy Flanders. Where did he come from? That's not a pop that's in existence. I mean,
But was that even a
pops that were-
character in the show?
Yeah, that's it. They're
Oh.
skiing. So it's the stupid sexy Flanders.
I don't remember.
I mean, so where did they come from? I mean, so I have to say that they're legit, right?
But
I mean,
why
that's
why would
thing.
you drop that to random people selling stuff on eBay
It's
and
not
not drop
random.
it to and not make money by making those exclusive?
Could it be
to someone?
con rejects? That's interesting.
That's really not what I think it is. This is what I think happened. That big
Tell me.
container truck, that tanker that's been sitting there forever. Somebody
It's been
opened the
getting
doors.
pillaged.
That's been collecting dust. Someone opened the doors and they said, "Oh man, they have these crazy pops right here." And somebody else says, "I'll buy
they missed
those.
the date already.
I'll buy those." And that's what you're seeing. Like
They're auctioning it off to all the shipmates on the ship now.
Look, it happens all the time. Stuff gets slid out the back door. Look, a good example of that is I have a video that drops, I think, Monday, where my soda came in opened. And you're gonna have to watch the video, but I mean, it came in opened
From Funko.
I mean, it clearly it was opened to see what
Not
it was.
cool.
So there's something
Not
that's going
cool.
on, right? That we don't necessarily see, and that's probably why they're trying to bring the manufacturing to the U.S., right? Because people in China, they make it and then sell it to someone in the U.S. in boxes, and before you know it, they've already got the con exclusive before Funko does, right? It's the same thing that happened with Walmart, where they were selling that pop, and I can't remember which one it was. You were able to buy it everywhere on the secondary market, but you couldn't get yours from Walmart. I mean, it's
real quick. I just want to shout out someone who popped in the chat. If you guys aren't familiar with Chris from Gamma Ray Comics, over the last 4 months that I have not been on YouTube, what I have been doing is sending books to be cleaned, pressed,
Yeah,
and,
I've seen those
and
Instagram videos.
and graded 12 at a time. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see all the books that I have sent, and they've all gone to Gamma.
That's really
Doing
awesome.
a great job on my books. They're coming back now, and one of the first videos that you're going to see is my CGC unboxing, where CGC flipped an order in 2 days.
Ooh.
And I put it up on Instagram. I was like, what the hell just happened? They flipped my order in 2 days, and it's sitting right there.
That's really awesome.
Shout out to Chris from Gamma Ray. If you ever need to get a book clean and pressed, make sure you check him out.
That's
and
pretty
also,
awesome.
don't forget to smash that like button down bottom, and even for that one person
Yeah,
that
don't forget
disliked,
to put
thank
that
you for
hashtag
that
in.
one too.
This is what you got to go hit that hashtag real quick. So it was the Godzilla. I know y'all remember the Godzilla, the Neon City Walmart exclusive Godzilla versus King Kong. The big, like, what was happening there is you could buy them on all these other websites, but Walmart couldn't get their pre-orders in, so they just canceled them all. I mean, I know that we remember that. So I'm going to say that they're 100% legit. But what do we think about Funko running these two cons? Because it seems like every con they've run now, they run part 1 and part 2. Part 1 and part 2. Why not run a part 3 or part 4 or part 5 or part 6?
I mean, if part 1 was a cluster, why do you think part 2 is going to be any different?
When does it stop?
Well, why don't we just emphasize with what the main name of this is? It's a con. They're conning us in the beginning.
It's a Comic-Con. Yeah, we can't do that. I enjoy Comic-Cons. I can't help they're ruining it. But
is there anybody in the community that got something that they wanted? I know there's people that got stuff, but did you get what you wanted when you got in?
Here's the funny thing is that I've talked to nobody that got what they wanted. Even
that's
though
what I'm saying. I haven't seen anybody report. And I follow lots of people on Instagram. I haven't seen anybody report, "Oh, I got exactly what I wanted. I'm so
weird
happy."
Too, doesn't it?
Nobody.
I know. Like OTT was hitting me up because he was really wanting that D&D dragon, and that thing went super quick. And then it all of a sudden went to $200 on eBay.
Yeah. Even though none of them sold out. Check this out. None of them sold out at their shared retailers. The only ones I wanted was Carnage and Boba Fett without his helmet. That's all I wanted. Both Walmart exclusive. The next day, I forgot that they were Walmart exclusive shared labels. I had forgotten about the con. The experience had already messed my brain up. OTT with G hits me up at like after 12, and he was like, "Did you pre-order those?" And I was like, "Oh!" Panicked for a second, jumped on there, still pre-ordered them. I think to this day you could still go pre-order all of these pops. So where did they go? Where did they go?
It's a whole cluster.
Where did they go? The conspiracy theory.
I'm not even sure that they sold them. I'm just gonna say it. There's a lot of people. I haven't seen any pictures.
Someone walked into the boardroom and said, "Okay, guys,
we're gonna fake.
I got a way to make a quick 5 times our money. How? This is what we're gonna do." All right. Okay, so you make an account, you buy them all up as soon as they release, and then you sell them on the second. Oh man, that is great. That is great.
Actually, Funko employees.
And Funko's like,
genius.
You guys are great. I'll tell you where this is not an unprecedented thing. Think about this, and I know this is people are gonna you're nuts. Major League Baseball. These are some. I used to work for a Major League Baseball team, and they've found every way to generate every nickel and dime out of everything you can possibly imagine. And I'll give you an example of the latest one. And the Giants were the first team that I knew of that did this. When Pac-Bell Park originally opened, the secondary market for tickets was huge. So the Giants decided to create their own secondary market. As a season ticket holder, you could sell your tickets back to them for 10% of the fee, and then they would list them back. They'd sell them back to the public and make money on them. Then I started to think, what if they never released all the tickets?
Yeah.
And then they just released them to the secondary market at the above rate, because the secondary market is at market rate now. It's what they call dynamic ticket pricing. All of a sudden, the Friday night game ticket, the exact same seat, the guy that sat in that seat on Friday was paying $150, but on Thursday that same seat was $65 because nobody wanted to go to the game on Thursday. So dynamic ticket pricing told you that that's what it was going to be. Now, when the season ticket holder buys their ticket, they don't know what the dynamic ticket pricing is. They just buy it and they give it back at less 10%. Or the Giants never released the damn ticket, and then they go on the secondary market. Funko. I'm releasing 10,000 of these. No, I'm not. I'm releasing like 3,000 of these. But these other 2,000 are released on the secondary market. Oh, man, what a horrible conspiracy theory that would be.
It'd be a bad conspiracy theory. The fact that these could be, let's say, these are employee accounts, and the funds for all these actually get funneled straight into Funko's account.
Something weird happened in that con. And look, it's funny that everybody noticed it. I mean, everybody noticed that no matter who you talk to, they didn't get the pops that they were after. I mean, and you haven't seen the pictures on Instagram. I mean, you haven't seen them funneling through. So where did they go? I mean, they had to have gone somewhere. Somewhere they had to have gone. I think that they were having supply chain issues. They didn't get in the supply that they wanted. They had to push their supply out to their shared retailers because you don't want to poop on those people's Cheerios like Target and Walmart and GameStop. So they pushed them out that way, pretended like they had a legitimate con, and moved on about their day is how I see that going down.
Sorry to be a conspiracy theorist, but it just frustrates me. And the newest frustration in my life, and you guys probably aren't even getting into this, goddamn NFTs. I'm buying these comic books.
No, trust me, we've done
I'm
this.
buying comic books on these.
We've done it.
And
NFTs.
I swear to
They're
God,
stupid.
you can't get these things on release. I mean, I could not have hit the button. There's no faster. I mean, there's no way it could have been any faster. And I've just struck it. I'm like, all right, we'll get them next time. And I'm like, this is bullshit. And what am I going to do with these freaking coins if I can't buy anything?
So,
right? Am I the only one?
I'm not going down the NFT rabbit hole at this moment. They're
I
garbage.
do want to go back to one comment. Gamma, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Don't forget, if you hit mine, don't forget to go over to Wayne's over here in the description down below. Definitely hit him up too.
They're garbage. The NFTs are garbage. They'll always be garbage. You know, Funko's gotten into the NFTs.
We've had so many conversations about NFTs that it's just
the NFT lottery is what I call it. It's the NFT lottery. You buy your scratch off to see if you're gonna get your pop. Is what you do.
Well,
you grab your
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so it's the lottery because you can buy for comic books. You can buy them for $6.99 on release, and they're selling for X, Y, Z. Are they really selling for that? Or
probably not.
Really? Is there
probably
who
not.
the fuck is paying $1,000 for a comic book NFT? Who?
Right.
Who?
So this is what I think people forget. This is what I think people forget, right? The three of us were friends, right? Let's say that I bought 1,000 of these things at $10 a piece. I'm stuck with 1,000 of these things at $10 a piece. I'm making zero profit on them. I take JB. I say, JB, I need you to go to my eBay account and buy one of these guys from me for $1,000. You go to my
$1,000 each.
So you go over there and buy it for $1,000. You never sent me a single dollar.
Nope.
It counted that as a legitimate sale. Now suddenly I went from $10
there's a comp set
to 1,000.
You're buying nothing, right? NFT is you're buying nothing.
And here's the thing with the NFTs too is look at the brands, and we've said it before on this show, and I'm going to continue saying they're going after low companies that are going to take any money that they can get. Sorry, Nickelodeon that does Ninja Turtles, it's a dying company. Bob's Big Boy, who the hell is a Bob's Big Boy anywhere anytime soon? It's a dying company. And Iron Maiden, granted, I'll give it, Iron Maiden's fine, but it's a very specialized niche of people that you're going towards. So you're really taking your NFT market, and some of them you're going to go, okay, maybe half of those people are going to go for it. But again, you're never going to get the Disney. You're never going to get the Marvel. You're never going to get the Star Wars, because Disney's never going to give you NFT money.
Yeah, no, they're never going to pick up some of them, but they're going to scrape the bottom of the barrel and get the scraps from the bottom, and they're just going to keep riding that out, and that's cool. They can ride that out all day long, but everybody needs to realize that it's just a lottery system. You're buying that NFT in hopes that you get a physical pop. Right. And I don't know how the comic books are doing it, but Funko is doing it with, they'll have 1,500 or 1,300, or it's not very many of the pop made for a certain NFT. Right. So they release this set of NFTs, and you'll have better chances of hitting the lottery 10 times before you buy that NFT that has the physical redeemable pop. Right.
Now, what the comic book's a little bit different. And what they're doing is, and this is so crazy. First of all, it's not real. It's a fucking.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's a digital version of the comic book, which technically couldn't I download from Marvel?
Yes.
But but they're releasing these things with different covers, and now they're calling them. It's like a variant.
It's a variant now.
It's just nuts,
covers.
Man.
And
if it is such a lottery, one person's like, "Oh, I got a blah 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 variant." That's going for $10,000. Really? Did you sell it for 10,000? Did somebody physically pay 10,000 credits for these? I just don't get it, man.
Look, it's all a shell game, and some people are like seriously buy into the shell game.
Don't get me wrong. As Funko and even these comic book companies and stuff like that do it as a business move. If you can get people to buy nothing, do it all day.
I think that it's
what was that
genius.
cartoon where the guy was selling air? He was selling bottled air. I mean, what the?
Basically the same idea.
It's genius, and think about it. So they're like Chris just said, they're selling nothing. They sold you nothing that they had an artist sit down and design. They probably paid this poor guy
Oh
$30,000 a
my
year.
God.
They just made his salary plus like 10 other people's salary all in that one like 3-minute span. This poor guy designed that. He made nothing doing it. They get to continue to resell it. They make money on the back end every time it's sold to somebody. So they're making a couple pennies every time it is sold. I mean, and they just continuously, and they built such a following behind it that people will get mad at you if you call it a scam. If you call it a lottery system or a gambling, they will get mad.
First of all, I need to reset. We're all too old for this, okay, guys? And I hate to say that. We're all way too. It doesn't physically make sense to us.
Listen to us.
But I will because my daughters do the same thing, right? Okay, I'll get my daughters they're kids and they play this game called Roblox or blah blah. I don't even know what the hell it's called.
Right.
But as a reward, like if they color up at school, hey, new subscriber, woohoo! Thank you. If they color up at school, then I buy them these Roblox, and then they turn around and buy something for the game, right?
Right.
They're like, she's buying a dress for her doll. Okay. I'm taking real money.
Yeah.
And buying a make-believe dress for a make-believe character on a game that is not real.
That they're probably quit playing in a year.
Like, can I resell that wardrobe? Like, when you quit playing the game, what happens to all your accessories? Can I get some money back on those accessories?
It stays in the loop.
Because the kid's got a mansion now, and she's got she's bought so much shit, and they trade stuff to each other, and oh yeah, I traded that dress. Isn't that the dress that you used all those points on? Oh yeah, I traded the dress for this flying unicorn. Oh, you have a flying unicorn. Oh yeah, a flying unicorn's worth like $50,000.
Way more than the dress.
Somebody, and I'm down thinking to myself, some parent somewhere has paid some kid, paid money for some kid to get this flying unicorn that they just traded to my daughter for a dress.
Hey, at least you taught her how to trade properly.
That's right. Like, I taught you well, babe. I taught you well.
Parent over there. Oh.
Oh, look, you're right though. We're never gonna get it.
We don't understand it. Now it's so bad that the kids, when you have youngins, I swear there is a birthday for one of their classmates every other weekend. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. The money that you're dropping on these birthday gifts, it needs to be budgeted. I mean, I was like, man, you guys need to pick a couple friends and, we're just going to call it, we each pick 3 friends this year and we'll buy for them. But you can't be buying for everybody's birthday. Oh, it's okay. She only wants Robux. You can get her a gift card for Robux. So now now there's another $10. So now I'm giving that guy $10 for his kid, and that $10 turned into make-believe money things that don't exist.
That if they stop playing the game, they're never gonna.
Yeah, the kid spent the money on. Oh well, he's guess what he bought? He got the unicorn that flies. Awesome! He bought the $10 for that. That's great.
Hey,
in the game. Oh wait, he doesn't play that game anymore. What happened to that unicorn? Can we trade him in? No.
So it's funny that you brought that up, and COTT brought that up with World of Warcraft. So this style of
that's just
NFT,
the adult version of Roblox.
This style of NFT though, and I know that they don't want to associate an NFT with anything other than an NFT, but this style of buying digital items has been around for a while. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. We don't understand it. For the kids, it's second nature.
Right.
For them, it's like they don't. Oh man. All right, so somebody sent me Weapon X. I bought some comic books from him, and he sent me all these to give away to the kids for Halloween, right? And I handed one to my daughter, and I said, "Hey, check this out." And she said, "What's this?" I said, "Well, it's a comic book, like Daddy has. You can read it. It's paper." She goes, "No, Dad, that's not how they do it." And she pulled up her tablet, and she goes, "Look, they're all right here."
Oh, that's not the same.
So what
That's
is
all
this?
they know.
It's
That's
comic
all
books.
they're ever gonna know. In 15 more years, will there still be paper comic books? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because of old people like us.
I don't think so. I think that the comic books will be around in variants, so you'll be able to go to the comic book store and look for variants a lot like Funkos, but I don't think that the comic books will sell like they do
Right,
today.
Chase? That was just
But by the way, y'all go out and support your local comic book store.
I mean, I don't think they'll sell like they do today, and the problem is that, like JB's kid's a great example. They don't do that anymore.
they don't know.
Yeah,
You know what's
they're
another
like,
one? I hate to throw this one out there because I'm a comic book guy, but my most asked question just out of the blue, people see my video about how much I invested in comic books and they reach out to me and ask me, what do you think of this book or what do you think of this book? Seriously. They'll just reach out to me. Hey, I'm thinking of getting these. What do you think? I don't know,
Hell, I've
man.
done
You can
that.
afford it. I mean, get what you can afford, right? The question comes up about Ultimate Fallout 4 for me all the time. What do you think of Ultimate Fallout 4? What do you think of Ultimate Fallout 4? What do you think of Ultimate Fallout 4? I'll tell you what I think. The neighbor kid next door, he's 8 years old, little boy. Who's Spider-Man? Miles Morales. No, what about Peter Parker? Who?
Yeah.
The kid doesn't even know who Peter Parker is. His Spider-Man is Miles Morales because he's in a video game.
Right.
His Spider-Man is Miles Morales because he was in a cartoon.
Right.
That's his Spider-Man. And that's going to be his kid's Spider-Man.
Yep.
And don't get
Is
me
that you see what I'm
wrong.
saying?
I
His
love
kid's
Miles.
Spider-Man's probably going to be Miles Morales now.
I love Miles, but at some point you got to look at where it started, But the kids aren't investing the time in the comic.
No,
books.
they're
not
playing
going
video
to comic
games, and
book stores.
all I know is Miles.
Yeah.
Everything is going to change by the time we're old, and we're going to be those old guys that are going to be talking about how things used to be done back in the day. And I think that that's going to be a forever changing thing, right? I mean, just forever changing, and it's just the way the world's designed, right? You got to keep it forever changing. NFTs are garbage. NFT lotteries are garbage. They're always going to be garbage.
They're always going to be garbage.
Always going to be garbage. Even though I have some NFTs just to see like what they were about, I had to get some. So do you have any NFTs?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
See, I had to get some just to see what I was calling
comic books.
garbage.
I have 3 comic books in my NFT repertoire. Let's see what we got here.
Now I do have an idea as to what they should do with those, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because as soon as I see what they should do with them,
I own Daredevil #1. I own House of X #1 and Ultimate Fallout 4, which I had to buy on the secondary market for 15 coins. Not all craziness. 15 coins, so $15 for my Ultimate Fallout 4. Why?
So you say
FOMO.
they're comic, right? They're comic NFTs. How does that work?
Yeah. It's a digital version of the comic book.
So it's a digital version of the comic book?
It's a digital version of the comic book that I own.
So it's the artwork and all in like the whole comic book, not just a cover?
Yeah, the cover and all the pages of it.
Well, that's not
23
too bad.
pages.
That's better than getting one of those stupid Funko NFTs. That's just some stupid image that moves. I mean, it's just a gaff.
I agree with you, Jesse Lou.
Which, by the way,
you got to train them right.
You got to train them right.
I know a lot of us out there as comic collectors, we own this book. Read it. Kid's not even in it. I mean, he's in like 3 or 4 panels at the end. He's not even the freaking story, man.
Oh, wow.
But that's it. It's his first appearance.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
buying the comics like that is not that bad. I mean, yeah, you're buying basically a digital version of the comic book. I mean, you should check out the Funko NFTs where you buy the gaff and
Well, you can buy statues. You can buy. I mean, they got this Captain America statue. They got the Borg cube. You can buy the USS Enterprise.
Oh, well, that's smart. I've always wanted to look
that's
at one of
completely
those on my
different.
phone.
Let me get on my phone right now.
That changes everything, man.
That's what I've been waiting on.
There's more Star Trek stuff I can buy. Oh, I'm in.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I love it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I don't own a single NFT anything, and I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to get over there.
Yes,
check out
go
the
ahead and
video.
drop a
Put it in the
comment
hashtag.
on that video, folks.
Put it in the hashtag.
We're going to be giving away
ask you, JB. I'm going to give you like a lightning. I just thought of something. I want to give you like a lightning round. As you know, we have in the past talked about TV shows and things like that. I want to throw you out a movie title, an upcoming movie title that I want your initial impression of it, whether it's going to be good, bad, or something to look forward to. All right. So first one, The Eternals.
The Eternals is going to be a game-changing Marvel movie that you are going to be like, wow, I really underestimated that.
Do you think so? Because I felt like it was maybe too woke. I felt like maybe that one was going too far.
No, I think that this one's going to be a game changer. I really do. I think that Marvel plans, they're too smart. They plan too far out. This is going to be a very key movie. Too many big money stars already in this one. Mm-hmm. There's no way this is going to flop.
Mm. All right. The Batman.
Ugh. All right. I know you're down on the actor himself.
I'm down on hating the actor himself.
He said I hate the actor himself.
I love Batman. Period.
I do too.
I've loved I've loved almost every single movie except for the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I walked out of the theater because then it started just getting stupid. Yeah, that Val Kilmer, George Clooney, that was all a joke, crazy stupidness. But I love Batman. I read Batman. I've been a Batman fan, so I want more Batman. And I like the darker, grittier version of it. And if that's what this is, darker and grittier than we've ever seen, bring it. Bring it.
Fair.
I like all the Batmans, but Ben Affleck. He's a horrible Batman.
Throw two more at you.
All right.
Spider-Man coming. I can't remember what was it? What's it?
No Way Home.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of the new Spider-Man? From what we've seen,
I feel like Sony. I don't know, man. I hope it's going to be really good, but I have a feeling I'm going to be terribly disappointed. Only because there's so much hype. When was the last movie that was hyped to this level? You're going in. We went into Shang-Chi not expecting much. It was really good. We know that Eternals is going to get a big push because it's their December movie, and it's got big name stars. But man, if this thing isn't awesome, I don't know. Yeah, I think there's just so hyped that I'm going to be let down. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm going to be. I was let down watching Carnage. That was like
what?
Sony. Wayne loved it.
You know what I loved about everybody talked about the end scene, right? And maybe what it would represent as as Venom's getting pulled over into the MCU through that scene. Okay, well, maybe the MCU finally said enough already. Sony, stop. You guys are just stop. If you want to get into our world and integrate into these stories, you guys need to step away. Let us take the character. Kind of what they did with Spider-Man over the last two movies, because this was a multi-merger deal. Man, I don't know.
All right, so then the last one I got for you, because of course the actor has been ridiculed, of course, by a very poor portrayal of a very popular character, which the next one is coming out next year, is called Morbius.
Ooh.
With Jared Leto playing Morbius.
I watched Jared Leto in another movie.
I think Jared Leto is a fantastic actor, by the way.
He was kind of like this creepy guy who abducted a girl.
Oh, is that the one with Denzel and
yeah?
Oh, that was a fantastic movie. But it was called All the Little Things.
He was fantastic in that. I mean,
Jared Leto played a great psycho
actor. Was his Joker?
No.
No, not really. But I think he's a fantastic actor. So I'm interested to see what he does with it. Again, it's a Sony property, though, so they'll probably F it up.
Probably. But I would love to see Morbius make an appearance within the MCU since they're bringing Blade back.
I want Spider-Man to be good. But man, there's with all the characters, the story is going to be so big. I just feel like I'm going to be let down, man.
Okay, actually, one left, only because of the new news that came out this week. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I love that casting, dude.
Have you heard about this one?
Fantastic, and I love the Guardians franchise. First of all,
you remember the weird kid, the son,
Meet the Millers, the kid on Meet the Millers, the goofy kid that played the son on Meet the Millers. He's going to be playing Adam Warlock, and
he's going to have to get fit as hell because Adam Warlock is supposed to be perfect.
Yeah, maybe I missed this news. What's going on?
Okay, so the director James Gunn dropped it instead of letting speculation of a casting just kind of sit out there. He just straight up confirmed it, and they've cast Adam Warlock, a very important character in the MCU, with the kid who played the son in Meet the Millers, and he's a real funny kid. But I have a feeling we're going to see this kid before that movie ever comes out. This kid's going to show up in something else.
He already has. There's another movie.
There's another breakout movie or something.
Yeah,
for this
there's already another movie he's done, or maybe it was like a Netflix thing, or it was an exclusive. And I've seen a trailer of it, and he looks fantastic in the movie. He has a much more serious role than his comedic thing. But I love the casting. I love the choice of it.
I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
The only downside,
I love that franchise.
Yeah. The only thing I've ever been disappointed with Adam Warlock is that they left him in that realm of after Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because in the true reality of Infinity Wars, the gauntlet was given to Adam Warlock.
Correct. Yeah, he's the one who took Thanos out. He's the one who locked him in the stone. But I love that franchise. My dad loved that franchise, and that's why I love that franchise too. The music, the soundtrack, the humor, when Guardians first came out and I was trying to explain the characters to my wife, she's like, I ain't heard of none of these people. Who are you talking about?
Well, Marvel was ridiculed when they first did Guardians, because everyone's like, Guardians? Why the hell are you doing Guardians? But nobody knows what Guardians is.
Fantastic job on that movie. He just did a great job on that movie, and I'm really looking forward to this third installment, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this kid turns out. He's going to be the sub.
So what you're telling me, there's a number 3 in the Guardians?
Yeah, Volume 3. They're
working on it now.
They're filming it right now.
Okay, that'll be interesting. I can get behind that. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a good one. So
they had to wait till James Gunn finished his whole what's the movie he was, because he was doing Guardians, and then they fired him, and then he went and signed on to direct Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And then Disney goes, no, we're gonna bring James Gunn back. But James Gunn's like, all right, cool, I'll do it, but you got to wait till I'm done this thing, and all the PR press that goes along with it.
James Gunn's Suicide Squad was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was done well.
I haven't watched that one either. At some point, I'll sit down and watch it. So what's up with the kid that's going to be doing it? What's up with the kid that's going to be in the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's just not somebody you would think to be playing. Adam Warlock's supposed to be the perfect genetic
being
human. Yeah, he is the epitome of he comes from a race of genetically altered peeps, and this is their prime.
So he's going to look like Captain America. That's what you're saying. I mean,
even more,
something to that effect. With just more power and more more kind of cosmic powers. So he's a big character, but and when you'll see the memes on Instagram. I mean, this kid in that Meet the Millers was just hilarious, and it's not someone you would think would be cast for that, but that was years ago, man. Meet the Millers is probably 4 or 5 years ago, and
he's probably jacked now.
He's probably jacked out of his mind now.
He's probably jacked now.
So
he's like,
I think it's gonna become
a superhero. It's gonna be funny.
I'm down for everything that Marvel is putting out. I'm down for all the Star Wars stuff, man. This is just a good time to be living for me. I'll tell you what.
I mean, it's definitely a good time to be a nerd. I mean, they're coming out with lots of really
it's
cool
a geek.
stuff.
Or is it a nerd? I don't know. I just got into this conversation the other day. Someone actually sent me a chart, and it looked like I was more on the geek side than the nerd side. But hey,
how do you know?
Well, there's a chart. There's a chart with if you like these things, it's trending towards nerd. If you're liking more of these things, you're trending towards geek. And of those bullet points, I was trending more towards geek. We're gonna do a segment on the show with which one are you, a nerd or a geek? So
I'm gonna have to be on that one. I'm
You're gonna have to
definitely
be
gonna
on
have.
that one.
I'm gonna have to be on that
We'll,
segment.
we'll have
'cause
to ask the question.
I
We'll
don't
give you
know
a
which one
questionnaire and see where you land on the chart.
I have a question for you though that we asked collecting
is.
plastics when he was on here,
Good job.
and it's one of them that I kind of want to ask everybody. If you had a superpower, what would your superpower be?
Well, you asked me this. I
JB.
didn't like this question.
If I had a superpower, what would my superpower be? Man, that is a good question.
It's a hard question to answer.
Because
there's
in
so many
real life,
possibilities
what I
out
do on a
there.
day-to-day basis, I could really use some super speed because I got the laundry and the house and the kids and the,
But you also would love
basis.
the sorcery aspect of a guy like Doctor Strange at the same time, which
That's kind of good. That's an interesting superpower. A super sorcerer. That's a good one. I really like that. I would go with super speed. I think I could get a lot of shit done if I had some super speed.
Pietro.
we call Pietro now.
That. I like that.
I
like that. That's a good one.
You know what the true never-ending story in life is, folks? The laundry.
Yes.
The laundry never ends. Especially when you got two little girls who they're doing wardrobe changes in the middle of the day for no reason at all.
My wife
she comes down the stairs in a different outfit. And I'm like, what?
My wife's already bought my youngest 2 Halloween costumes because she can't decide what the hell she wants to be.
True never-ending story.
Maybe you'll change it twice. Just change it in the middle of the night. Just decide you're going to be something else. Sounds great. Yeah. How old are your kids right now?
8 and 10.
Oh man, those are good years. Those
are good years. Good years. 3rd and 5th grade, and loving. I'm loving every minute of it. To be honest with you,
those are good
Gamma.
years.
We were just talking about Visions, and it was fantastic.
But Wayne, I did pull that up. This is the Will Poulter.
There he is.
Going to play Adam Warlock.
Yeah, hey man, I'll bet he's going to get jacked though.
He's going to get jacked. He has to get completely jacked.
I mean, we have to look at Wolverine, right? What was his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Look at Hugh Jackman, like before Wolverine, then like at Wolverine. I mean, even the movies in between, like the first Wolverine and the second one. You think, man, this dude's not that big, but then come Wolverine, he's all jacked and chiseled, and I bet he's gonna get his life together. He'll get it right.
Of Rogue, she can absorb anybody's power.
That's a good ability too.
That would be a good ability as long as people have powers. I mean, my concern is no one else would have a power and I couldn't absorb anything. So I don't know.
That's a good one.
That is a good one though.
I don't know. Like I said, you asked me that before, and I thought that was an incredibly difficult question to answer, to be honest with you, because there's so many good options out there.
There's so many good options. There's no right or wrong one. I like asking that question because there's no right or wrong answer to that. I mean, it's all hypothetical. it's really just what. See, I'd like to think I'm on the Superman level. I doubt it though. You'd probably
be more of a super strength.
Yeah. No, I just like the fact that he can
do anything with super. I need to be productive here, man. These kids are driving me crazy.
Or you could be like a Nightcrawler and jump through walls.
Oh man!
Hey, what did Collected Plastic say? He said that he wanted to be like mind control. I don't know.
Like Professor Xavier.
Right, he did. Yeah, he said like mind control.
That'd be a good one.
Mind control.
Then I get everyone else to do the laundry for me.
That's the right way of looking at it. Let's get everybody else to do that for me.
Times have so changed, man. I mean, we can tell you this all day, but there was a little 2-step. First of all, our laundry used to be in the garage, and it was like creepy to go down to the freaking basement in San Francisco. You'd have to go out the back, down the stack stairs, in through because there wasn't direct access. You'd get down there, it's all dark, and I'd step up on this 2-step to do laundry. Because the step was there so I could reach the buttons so that I could do my own laundry. And I'm thinking, you kids you don't even know, man. You don't even know.
So got it good.
Yeah, it was so good. You just wake up, you got folded clothes on this area over here. All you gotta do is put them away. All you gotta do is put them away.
That's kind of like my wife and I have said for years, for us, I grew up in the 90s and stuff like that. And, she said that, that generation was probably one of the last great generations because we can remember the time when we still had the phone connected to the wall, and had actually type the numbers in. And we also remember time when we had to hold the antenna, and we were the antenna for our television sets. Get the tinfoil out and wrap the tinfoil around the antennas just to get signal. My kids are never going to understand those days. In fact, we were watching a thing of listen for these 90s sounds, and one of the most iconic sounds showed up, and my daughter closed her ears. She's like, "What the hell is that?" And it was the sound of the 56K modem.
Dial up.
And I was like, my wife and I are both like, "Oh, that was such an iconic thing back then," because you knew the pattern. You knew the pattern of the 56K modem. Perry.
I'm heading to the garage right after this, Perry. I'll hit you up.
Perry,
Cheers,
definitely got to get the. Where is it?
Cheers.
Here we go. What's up, buddy?
It's okay, Perry. I live in California. That's okay over here, man.
But yeah, the 56K modem was hilarious, and especially AOL ruled the world back then. And, but my kids are never going to understand. They're just going to know it. They think everything was Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been around forever.
Oh man, good times.
First social media was those chat rooms. You go in the chat room, chat with everybody. Yeah. Then you had MySpace coming in like shortly after the chat
where
room,
everybody was a friend with Tom.
Yeah, just great times, Chris. Do you have that video?
Yes, I do. Let's throw it up there one more time. We've only got 7 comments, guys. Let's get at least 10
everybody
comments.
If you have not already, and maybe
you can throw that up there one more time.
We're going to be giving away this Funko Pop tonight, and all you've got to do is comment on the video. We're going to drop a link here in the chat. Comment with the hashtag. What's the hashtag?
WayneTech. Hashtag WayneTech.
WayneTech. There you go. Hashtag WayneTech.
I think she's putting it up now. Christina's usually on top of it.
Good stuff.
But like I said, I think it's definitely true. So in your time away, I know that you did the whole big comic collection and stuff like that. Did you keep up with any of the Funko stuff that's been going on and things like that as well?
News-wise, yeah. I haven't really purchased. I haven't been a Funko purchaser, I would say, in the last 4 or 5 months. But I'm definitely keeping track of what's going on by watching you guys. I'm still watching you guys. So yeah, we know what's going on out there. Good stuff.
There's not a whole lot going on. Not much has changed.
I feel so bad for the collectors. I'm actually explaining to my wife, the whole con thing, because I'm flipping through my Instagram feed and it's just one after another. People are complaining about, oh, look, I was in. My wait time went from 4 minutes to 22 minutes to 40 minutes, and I got nothing. I got screwed. And I'm like, look, Mom, they're just gonna keep coming all day. And it was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. I said, this is the kind of, because some of these were like, I'm done with Funkos. Fuck, I'm done. People just get so upset. Oh, man.
You always have that group of people that get upset. Always have that group. It was fun.
Slapshot Pop says it was awesome.
It was awesome. It's a great experience. Awesome. Everybody had a great time. We all enjoyed waiting in line for 45 minutes.
And then I was, as you're reading, because you're trying to decipher what happened. One of the things that I read said, once you were in and you checked out, you could buy again as long as you checked out under a different email, and you could buy again as long as you checked out under a different address. And you could check out again if you checked out under a different address. You could check out again if you were checked out under a different address because you were in. So that's how the wait time just kept getting longer and longer and longer and longer.
Did you
people were actually leaving.
Did you catch the episode a couple weeks ago when we have some of the greatest viewers ever? That we actually got some of our viewers to go over to, because apparently Funko was streaming at the same time as us a couple weeks ago. And we got them to go troll them. And every one of these guys on here was throwing up hashtag WayneTech Experience on their chat.
Nice. Well, it was just steady piling in. You could even see the confusion on their faces. They're like,
they didn't want to comment about it, but you could definitely notice it.
Someone look that up. What's going on here? Is this a good thing?
All right, put these guys on the blacklist if they're not already.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. So,
The
JB,
Troll
tell us again
Patrol.
what you have going on starting
Okay.
next week. Is it starting next week?
And then
Oh
we'll
man,
give this
can
thing
you?
away. We'll give this thing away. If you guys haven't gone to already, I put a link.
Man,
Well, Christina put a
let's see.
link with the hashtag to
Let's
get
see
a
if I can
chance
share
to
my
win.
screen. I'll try and
You
share
wanna
my
let's go
screen
full
here.
screen. Let's go full screen on JB.
Yeah. Go full screen on JB.
Let me take this off. Let's go full screen. Let's
All
tell
right.
us what you got.
So what have we got going on starting Monday morning? We see. Do I even have everything? This is when you got OBS. You've got all these things. So starting Monday morning, we're coming strong with Nerd News Today, which will be 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that show will start with a 2-panel. I want to call it pardon the interruption type. As a matter of fact, this is going to look very similar to this. No, it's not. That's my other show. That's not that one. It is Over New, that one. And setup 3. So the first half of the show will kind of look like this. We've got a rundown, a 3-minute timer to go over all of the different topics that would include, there's my countdown timer. Sorry. Like Marvel news and Funko news. And where'd the Over New go? That's interesting.
Still working on it. It's in progress.
It's a work in progress, everybody. Absolute work in progress. Setup 3. There it is. Okay. So the first half of the show, about 15 minutes, first 15 minutes of the show, we're going to go over 5 or 6 topics at 3 minutes each, and I'll have a guest 5 days a week. So first up will be John from John's Comics with Kids on the initial show on Monday. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays, good Lord, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be doing a comic book pop-up shop auction. It looks like this, where we're going to have an auction item on one side, and the other side will have rotating buy it nows that rotate every 15 seconds. Cool thing about this show is that I will have to sort books for this show. And when I'm sorting books for this show, that's going to be a members only live stream where I'm sorting the books. You know, is this a $1 book? Is this a $5 book? Is this a $10 book? All the books that I've gotten from all the mystery boxes, I'm going ahead and sort all those. And that'll be a members only live stream. You're like, dude, I'm not a member. It's $1. I only got one tier and it's $1. So if you're a member, you can check in on that live stream and you'll see the preview of everything going on sale the next day. So now on Wednesdays, I've got, that's Nerd News. Where'd the other one go? New pick. Wednesdays, we've got the comic book market analysis show. And this is where I'm going to take 2 to 3 books from the $20,000 investment, and we're going to crunch the numbers. We're going to look at cover price, go collect, GPA analysis, and market movers, because there's a little bit from each site. There's something that each site offers to break down these books. Did I make money, or will I make money if I sell them? Did I lose money when I sold them? Will I lose money if I sell them? That's every Wednesday at noon. And then Friday night, swing through for Disco After Dark, because regardless of what condition I'm in, it's going to be an adult only live stream and anything can happen. So that's it, guys. That's the lineup.
Right. Let's bring us back up. All right. So that's fantastic. We are so excited for you to be coming back. Like I said, the moment I think I saw you put something on Instagram or something, I had to hit you up right away. I was so excited to see you coming on back. And, Wayne and I will be the first to say that we're huge fans, and we're very excited. And I think you're one of the very few multi-guests we've ever had on the show.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the few that's been a multi-guest, with the exception of maybe BOP. Maybe BOP.
BOP, I think, is the only other one.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But then again, JB also did a hosting duty.
JB has done hosting duty.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And I'm available if anybody wants to collaborate on some stuff. You know, if you want to get the voice on your show, reach out.
But we definitely appreciate you taking time out, come talk to us and having fun. We're definitely going to have to do something in the future when, Book of Boba comes back out, and, bring in the human fact checker along with us as well. Because, JKL and his Star Wars knowledge.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy amounts of Star Wars.
Crazy knowledge.
But we definitely appreciate all you do for the
Thank
community, and I know that the community loves to have you back. So thank you very much for all you do, and I know we all look forward to it. So if I don't watch it live, I'll be watching it on the replay. So,
all right.
But for the rest of you guys, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as hit that like button as well. And if you guys get a chance, go ahead and check out that Donut Life membership down bottom. Different price for different people. As always, it's a great way to help support the channel. Wayne, you got anything else?
Not a thing. Zero zip dinero. I'm allergic to bees. I learned that yesterday. Yesterday I learned that I'm allergic to bees.
All right. All right.
Other than that, guys, y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we can't
Oh,
wait.
wait a minute.
We
hadn't gave it away.
Wow. We were just about to stop that show, and we completely forgot. Hold on. We are not gone yet. Let me bring that up. All right, let me get
So yesterday I got stung by a bee, and my wife says, she says, "You're not allergic to bees, are you?" I said, "No, I'm not allergic to bees." So I come home, and like an hour goes by, and my nose starts running, and I start sneezing, and my eyes start itching, and I have this pain that's coming all the way up my side now where the bee stung me. And I thought, man, I didn't know a bee stung that bad. It hurt, the whole damn side hurts. And by the time she got home, I looked like I was a wreck. My eyes were swollen. I got snot that just won't stop. I can't take enough. Zach, congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Zach, reach out to me on Instagram, Zach. Give me your address, and I'll get this out to you right away. Congratulations.
Was that the cause of you sniffling when I called you yesterday?
That was what it was. So by the time she come home, I ate a bunch of Benadryl, and that still didn't make it go away. Hopefully, I just passed out today. I've kind of been fighting with it a little, but not that bad. Not that
Zach, bad. Nice, good stuff.
I know Zach's here. He's always there in there somewhere. But Zach, hey, can make sure to hit JB up on Instagram. He will get that out to you. But yeah, so we've gotten so close, Zach, forgetting to do that.
Nice. All right.
Almost forgot you.
But
that's it. I just wanted to make sure everybody remembers, or don't forget, we had a good time.
There you go, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day, and see you next Friday.
Have a good night, guys.
You got it? Or I got it?
What do you mean? Do I have it?
He's got it. I got it. Who's got it? He's got it.
We're so confused.
I got this. Y'all don't. You just hold on a second.
Later.
Here, y'all get ready to do that again. Hold on. All of y'all repeat.
We got to do the whole thing over.
Yeah, y'all just repeat all of that all over again.
Oh, just come on.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.